Hello. So here what we have is the box. Those are actual mammography monitors. Those are the regular monitors right here. And right over there, it's your computer. So we're gonna take them out of the boxes and then we're going to put them together. So we're gonna do that in a little bit. And so I will pause this and we'll come back to the video.
Okay, so right here is the mammal monitors, and as we've shown before, right over there are your regular monitors. So now we'll take the mammal monitor out. So take the cover off, and we will show how to connect everything. So right here, what you have is two display ports, and right here, this is what you will connect is pretty much a USB that gets connected to your tower in order to do the calibration. And also part of and I will not go too much into this one, but you also get this that you can connect to. So you can get the keyboard and the mouse. So this right here, you can use to connect your computer. So it goes over right there. So right over here, this is what you will use to connect to a power. And then with the other monitors, what you will do, this will connect to the power. So wherever power you've got, you connect to it. The other monitors, so the other monitors right over, so right here, those are, oops, so right over here, this this will connect to the power. And then on the other side, what you have is this display port. Actually, this, yes, it is a display port. It says display in. So this will connect to the graphics card. So this will connect to the graphics card. And so this will happen for both monitors. So right here, if you look at the setup, you've got the power, and then you've got the display port, and this is your tower, and this is where everything pretty much happens. It's not in the monitors, it's right here. And so what you want to do is take that display port right here and connect it to the graphics card. And then for the other monitor, which is the same exact monitor, you will connect everything, take the display port, and put it right over there. If I show it to you, it will be the exact or very similar. So right here, this, let's see. So right here, you see that this is a display port and this is the power cable. And so looks a bit different, but it is the same idea. Okay, so I will pause and we will. Okay, so if we wanted to put the keyboard and the mouse to utilize them, so it might be a little counterintuitive, but right here you have to take this off, and right here is your USB that you will put right there, and then afterwards, once you turn on, put right there, there's a USB. This USB is going to give you access to the keyboard. So right here, this is a USB right there. It'll give you access to the keyboard and the mouse. So another important tool that can be used is this cable. And so you will connect this cable here, and the other end is going to go in the Ethernet outlet in your jack at home, and this is how you get internet. So let me put that back. And now let's move on to the monitor. And so this video is really to show you how to hook things up. Um, it won't really go into the final product. I think that's something you can see yourself. But for Barco, this specific one for at home, it's different than the ones that are for the hospital. It actually uses a regular outlet. So you can use just a regular one right here. And you have to take this off. And you will plug this in to right here. So let me show you. And so right over here, you'll see this is where the outlet goes. So let's back up a little bit, give you a different view. So right here, and let's go in. It will be right over here. So right there. That's it. You turn it on. There's an actual switch next to it. So you will turn on that switch. That's how you get this to work, and you plug it in. And then what we're missing here is you have those three cables. So you have this. This is the USB. So let's work on that. Get that USB. So that USB right here, this, you see there are two ends, right? So I could unwrap it, but what we want to do is, well, just show you how to plug it in. I don't want to use it up too much, but the way you plug it in, so again, this is the USB goes here, and the other end is going to go in the monitor. So let's put it in the monitor. Let's show you where in the monitor. So in the monitor, you will see this is a display port, and this is a display port. And then over there is where the USB is going to be. So let's, so, so as can be seen here, this is where the USB would go, right there. And it also connects to the tower. So it will connect to the tower. Now we're going to go back to the display ports. So those are two display ports, and those are very important to connect to um, the actual tower, because that's how you're going to get dual screen, because this is 12 MP, and once you connect both of them right here, both of them, you get 6 MP on each side. And you want to do all of this before turning it on, because once you turn it on, it will try to recognize all the monitors. And I will show, and then I will talk about what to do afterwards, and you will have to probably call me or call someone to install the drivers. So let's unpack this, and I will try to neatly pack it back up, but let's unpack this and I will show you. So this, as you can see right here, it will go to right over there. So let me give a close up. So right over there, there are two. Those two right here are going to the monitors, the regular monitors, and those two will go to the Barco. right here, take those off, take that off, and we are going to plug it in here. And then we are going to plug it in over there. Let's get a close up right here. Okay, now let's do the other one. So again, as you see right here, this is going to connect here. And yes, you can tell that the part that you press on is sticking down here. And then you can connect it over here. So now let's go for a close-up. So as you can see, you have the USB, and then you have the display ports connected. They go into the tower. And that is pretty much what is needed in order to get the monitors set up. You will turn on the so you will then, after you get everything set up, everything in its proper place, you will then just turn on the tower, and then you will have to install the driver. And that is when someone has to come in. So probably going to be someone like me who's going to install the driver, because before then, you will not be able to use the monitor without the driver being set up. And so after you get it set up, after you turn it on, make sure it's on, make sure that it's connected to the internet so I can remote in. Then I will install the driver. And through that install, everything should be working. If everything is connected properly, then you should be fine. And that's pretty much it. What I recommend is for cable management is I'll show you right here. So for cable management, you will see here that this right here, you're supposed to put the cable inside here. So you can put each cable one by one inside here, including the power cable inside there, and then you will close it with this. So you see there are actually grooves right here that you can close with. but you have to make sure that it's going through this slot, or else it will not close. That's what it's made for. So you have to make sure it goes through this slot, or it will not close because that is what it's made for, right here. So yes, that is pretty much the instructions on how to connect everything. I didn't leave anything out. You have your Ethernet cable, you got everything connected here. You got your power cable here. As far as the monitors, this is the power cable, this is the display port. Over it again, you see right here, this is the display port, and this is the power cable. Same on the other side. If I show it to you, it will be the exact or very similar. So right here, this, let's see. So right here, you see that this is a display port and this is the power cable. And so looks a bit different, but it is the same idea. You have the power and you have the display port. And once everything is connected, you can have a pretty well functioning computer. And then you can call me or call tech support, call whoever supports this, and they will install the driver and they will configure it in order to work. And that is all.